Yes, let's sit comfortably in our chairs and sing a little tune just to warm up. Goes like this. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Let's go together. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 going down. Ay, 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 it'll stretch you downwards again. Ay, 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 ay. Second ending, listen. Ay, 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 ay. Sing with me this little bit. Ay, 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 ay. From the beginning. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. One more time. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Second bit goes like this. Who knows it, by the way? Come on, a few people. Okay. Second bit. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. So that's what we sing together. Let's go. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. One more time. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, I'm still admitting people, so we keep singing from the beginning. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Here comes Sueli from Brazil. Hello. Ay, 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 ay. One more time. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Second half. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Here comes Marika from Amsterdam. Ay, 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 ay. Leslie from Toronto. Ay, ay, they keep coming down. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Right, welcome everyone. Now we have 22 people. Much nicer. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. So, how many of you have heard, apart from Sueli? Oh, Nikolaus, hello. Justin, hello. Tanya, hello. Leslie, hello. Hello, everyone. Sueli, apart from you, who else have heard of that song? Me nemt a Bisl, Me Git a Bisl. You give a little bit, you take a little bit. I never heard about it. And then I posted something on Facebook. I said, what shall I teach? Or something like this a month ago. And Sweli, you suggested, right, that song. Can you tell us how you know it? We can't see you, can't see you. Sweli, can you tell us how you know the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
I follow Michał Jashinsky all the time. I love him. He's so special. He's the young generation of Yiddish.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to put his name onto the chat, Michał.
And he did the Fiddler on the Roof. He did other things in Broadway. He's special. So following him, I found out that he was singing this song.
Right.
And
he recorded this song. Yeah.
And this song, everybody will understand the nice message of the song.
It's an interesting message. It's kind of, it's a
Yes.
funny message. It's originally a song from a film. And the video that you really saw, and then I went to check it, was recorded with the Isle of Klesbos, the band that Eve Sikula leads. And Eve has come to these groups quite a few times. I'm going to post the YouTube video with Michał Jashinsky, a lovely actor, a young guy, very interesting, very smart, clever. And here is their recording, their whole recording with songs from films. So I went to see the recording, and it's quite a fun song. So before we look into text, and Eve was really kind to send me all the materials. What she didn't have is a score for the song, so I had to write it down, and it may not be exactly how the author wrote it. We don't know who the author was, mind you. So here comes the tune. Now, the tune is like many other tunes we know, Yiddish tunes from the beginning of 20th, 30th, 1920s, 1930s. So here is the tune. Die, 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 da, da, die, 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 da, da, die, die, like a waltz. We know these waltzes. Da, 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 da. Right? Sounds already familiar. It's kind of in our hearing of that era. People are still coming. Here is Erika from Hawaii. Okay. Die, die, da, die, die, die. Jumpy uncha 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 chorus. We're just going to look at the tune. It changes to 4/4. Die 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 da da die 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 I die 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 da da die 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 die. Here's a Jewish mo da da die 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 die. And we jump down again. At the end, he goes up right there. So it's quite kind of a familiar sounding melody, like many other tunes, like a klezmer tune. Yeah. It's in the Jewish mode, Misha Berach, by the way, which is fun, right? Now, the melody is quite traditional sounding text. Now, who would like to read us the Yiddish text all the way through? I don't have, unfortunately, the text transcribed separately, so you'll have to read from this text in the music. Who would like to do that? Do we have anyone who would like to do that? Olaf, do I see you getting ready?
Yes.
Yes, please. Can you do this?
Yes, because there are a few things I would transcribe differently.
I know.
When Menschen, not Menschen, Menschen.
Yes, right. Did you read that? Okay, I'm going to stop you right here. Sorry. The character in the film was he had an accent, and the accent was supposed to indicate a simple man, not very intellectual man. And his accent, he said Mensen, he said solemn instead of sholem. And there is another word that has an S instead of a sh. And
Schüssel.
it's yeah.
Schüssel, the German Schüssel, the bowl.
No, I don't think. Oh, Schüssel, yes, it's a one bowl. Yeah. But Olaf, some people don't speak Yiddish here. Why don't we look through text and then comment? Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which text should I read? The one I think is correct, or the one written down?
The one written down. It's not correct. It has it's made strange. Yeah.
Wenn Menschen folgen nur mein Eize, mach ich sollem auf der Welt eins und zwei. Man nimmt das ganze Reichtum zusammen, man zermischt es und man tut a sei. Man Git a bissel, man nimmt a bissel, man legt zusammen in ein Sissel.
Sissel again, right? Not Schüssel, but Sissel.
Sissel.
Yeah, dialect.
Sissel.
Yeah.
Und man zuteilt danach für jeden gleich. Man nimmt die Meiches und die Keiches zusammen, arbeiten, glaub ich es, wird mir nicht sein, kein Arm und kein Reich. Zu was soll der Mensch gar sorgen, veressen und ihre Geld und haben Meure vor dem Morgen?
I also said Meire, I don't know, Meire, Moire.
Meire, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Es ist doch also viel auf der Welt. Als man geht ein bisschen, man nimmt ein bisschen, man legt zusammen in eine Schüssel, wird sicher sein, als Solem auf der Welt.
Yeah, thank you very much, Olaf. So apparently, those of you who know Yiddish, know about Yiddish, it sounds a little bit wrong. Sissel, Mentz, what else? Solemn, yes, Beth.
I don't know if it's relevant here, but Yiddish in Vilna and Litvish Yiddish does not have sh. They don't pronounce sh. And whether that is the writer's background or whatever.
Right. What I would like us to do, I would like to send everyone to that link, the Isle of Klesba's new recording, Yiddish Silver Screen. It just got published in December. And there is a 20-page proper booklet with all the explanation where what comes from. What I know is that the character was made to speak a specific dialect of Yiddish to actually be a little bit kind of simple, and his ideas are simplistic. We're going to talk about these ideas right now, like translated quickly. So to me, it sounded strange when I saw that text. Whether that's Litvish or not, I don't think it's Litvish. I think it's something else, but I can't tell you exactly what it is. So I'd like us to quickly translate the meaning. It reminded me of my Soviet times. We take a little bit, we give a little bit, we put everything into one bowl. Who would like to tell us the general meaning, looking at that text, rather than reading this whole thing, because we all have that, yeah? Anyone wants to interpret that? No volunteers, no? Oh,
Can we say it in English?
All right, Leslie, go on.
I think it is a socialism idea.
Yeah.
Take a little and to put it all into a bowl and then to give it out again, to spread it out again.
Yeah, that everyone gets the same. Everyone gives whatever.
Communism.
Yeah. Okay. He has a very clever advice. He will make peace with everything in the world right away. So he'll just put everything right really quickly. All the rich people, all the poor people, Take a little, give a little, put everything into one sissel, one bowl, and everyone gets according to their needs. You take some moyach, it has a word I had to look up, mechas, some brains, and you take some muscle and you put everything together. So the intellectuals and the kind of physical laborers, everything together, and there'll be no rich, no poor. Everyone will work together, and he believes in this. And why should people be worried about rent, about food, es und ihre Geld? Yeah, you see here and here. Why should they worry about tomorrow, for the morgen? There is so much of everything in the world. It's lovely text, isn't it? There's such abundance in the world. So you take a little bit and give a little bit, and there'll be a solam of der Welt, a sholem, right? We know the word sholem. He says solam here. Shall we try and sing it? What do you think? Let's go through that text and music together. Right, here we go. You can see this? Yeah? Here we go. Wenn Menschen folgen nur meine Einze, mach ich sollem auf der Welt 1 und 2. Men nimmt das Ganze recht zusammen, man zermischt es und man tut das Men Git da Bisl Men Nemt da Bisl Man legt zusammen in ein Sissel und man zuteilt noch für jeden gleich. Man nimmt die Meches und die Keches zusammen, arbeiten, glaub ich, es wird mehr nicht sein, keine Ohren und keine Reich. Sie, was soll der Mensch gar sorgen, für es und ihre Geld und haben mehr für den Morgen. Es ist doch so viel auf der Welt, als man geht da Bisl Man Nemt da Bisl Man legt zusammen in ein Schiffsessel, wird sicher sein, als sollem in der Welt. All right, I'm going from the beginning because there is a big instrumental solo, and then we go back to the beginning, and somebody's just arrived, so I'm admitting them. Go back to walls. Wenn Menschen folgen mein Einze, mach ich sollem auf der Welt 1 und 2. Man nimmt das Ganze recht zusammen, man zermischt es und man tut as Let's take a little bit, give a little bit. Men Git da Bisl Men Nemt da Bisl Man legt zusammen in ein Sissel und man zuteilt noch für jeden gleich. Man nimmt die Meches und die Keches zusammen, arbeiten, glaub ich, es wird mehr nicht sein, keine Ohren und kein Reich. Zu was soll der Mensch sorgen, für Essen und ihre Geld und haben mehr für den Morgen. Es ist doch so viel in der Welt, als man geht da Bisl Man Nemt da Bisl Man legt zusammen in den Schiffsessel, wird sicher sein, als sollem auf der Welt. interesting idea that we all heard of. What do you think? What does it sound like to you from back 100 years ago, almost?
Sounds like Marx.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It didn't work.
You know what? I grew up with this, and we used to say, what did we used to say? We used to say, in socialism, no, in communism, the rich. No, what was that?
Exactly. That's why it doesn't work.
I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. In capitalism, the rich. Oh, I've forgotten. There is a funny twist on this. Basically, it doesn't work either way. It's one.
So used to say capitalism is the exploitation of man by man, and communism is just the opposite.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I used to do.
Yeah, something like that. Under communism, men exploit men, and under socialism, the capitalism is the other way around. Yeah, exactly. So socialism and capitalism and communism are different things. Now, what? Yes, right. So what I remember from my school is that in socialism, everyone gives according to their ability, and everyone gets according to their needs. In capitalism, oh no.
Each according to their ability, to each according to their need.
And in communism, it's everybody equally to everybody equally, regardless of ability or need.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Does it work?
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah.
I still wish it did, because I don't believe in this capitalist system.
Yes,
Agree.
Justin. Oh, we didn't get into a Yiddish language discussion, so let's not get into this discussion. It'll be even longer. Yes, all of text reminds me of.
Has this capitalism worked completely?
What, Tanya?
Sorry?
Tanya?
What did you say? Sorry.
Tanya, say again. Tanya, we didn't hear you.
Capitalism doesn't work completely either.
Oh,
It works
what works?
not at all, really.
You know what? Yeah.
What I remember of the Soviet Union is we pretend to work and they pretend to pay us.
Nice.
Remember that one?
Nice. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you this, but please don't take it in a political way. It's more like a memory from my childhood. In my childhood, I did feel that all the kids in my school were equal. I did have that feeling. There was a kind of a sense, at least maybe it was superficial, but there was a sense of everyone being kind of in the same sisal bowl. But maybe it was in my working class town. I lived in a very working class town built around a truck factory. So, maybe it was me.
I felt like that too, growing up in the United States.
Right.
But it was just basically lack of diversity, I think, made that possible.
Interesting. So, okay, I'm going to just bite my own tongue because I have a lot to say, obviously, about the world currently and what capitalism has done to it. And we've created that capitalism for some reason. So there must be some kind of biological need in us humans, but we are here for the singing. So I suggest we sing this song one more time with the la la la's. Enjoy the fun text. There is some naive niceness about it, I must say. So this character in the film, of course, I haven't seen, naively believed that this would help everyone, like my grandfather believed in it. He was a profound communism, and he was so disappointed. He was heartbroken when the truth came out about Stalin and everything. He was a believer in something nice and shiny. Right, here we go. Folgen nur mein Eite, mach ich sollem auf der Welt 1 und 2. Man nimmt das ganze Reichtum zusammen, man zermischt es und man tut das Man geht a Bisl Men Nemt a Bisl, man legt zusammen in ein Sissel und man zählt der noch für jeden gleich. Man nimmt die make sure you're muted. Who is not muted, mute yourselves. As men geht a Bisl Men Nemt a Bisl, legt zusammen in ein Sissel, denn sicher sein a Solem in der Welt. Da dai 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 ai da da dai da dai 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 ai da dai 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 I hope you remember the tune. As men Git, last two lines. As men Git a Bisl Men Nemt a Bisl, man legt zusammen in ein Sissel, wird sicher sein a Solem auf der Welt. Oder so. I don't mind a bit of Solem in der Welt, wouldn't you? Yeah. How was that? It's a fun song. I think it deserves to be out there, and of course put into context. Do read liner notes from Eve's band's recording. I'm looking forward to getting it myself. It's on Bandcamp. You can get a digital version. So many thanks to her. Many thanks to Sueli for suggesting the song. It's good to learn socialist stuff. So we're now switching to our Russian song, and now we have quite a few people here who have sung a lot of Russian repertoire and come from that side of our music making together. So how many of you have heard Vdol по улице Metelitsa? 1, 2, 3, yes, okay. And Diana is not here, but Diana said, oh, this is my favorite song, I love that one. So it has an interesting history, and you know that with Sing With Me, I'm actually very thankful to you all, because with Sing With Me, I keep learning things. The song that I heard through my childhood that was sung in Soviet Union a lot, it was a popular song. I even thought it was too popular to teach. And then I looked into it, and it had, a few twists about it. But before we do this, before we talk about the twists, I'd like us just to sing the tune. I'd like us to sing the tune without looking at the music, right? It's a simple tune. It'll make it easier for us to do it with text a little bit later. Let me just check which key it's written in. It'll be in B minor. Da-dee. Wait a second. Da-da. Okay. Here is the melody. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sing with me. Second line. And then it goes somewhere else. So your second line, let's go together. Goes to major. Now, the first melody, the first phrase and the second phrase are very similar, but the second phrase is a variation, and we talk about variation used in folk music all the time, so it's quite nicely folkloric. One more time from the beginning. last bit. I die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. Any associations with this tune? What does it remind you of? What does it sound to you like? Does it sound like a Russian song to you?
Sounds like the art.
Like what? Sorry, Leslie?
I think you you called it the art music, the
Art
art.
song. Yeah. I don't know. To my ear, it sounds Russian, but I've known it since my childhood, so I can't really separate myself. I can't unlearn. To me, it's
sounds
Russian.
It sounds like a lot of Yiddish song, but that's because of so much of the Yiddish song has Russian influences, right?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I think those are informed by Slavic melodism generally. This is an earlier tune. This tune, this is Varlamov. Maybe you remember in Something With Me sessions, we've sung Varlamov before. Ages ago, we've done da 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 a polonaise da 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 da, a polonaise kind of melody. We sung something really recently by Varlamov, really recently. I think there were two variants of I think there was another tune, a version by Varlamov. So he is a known Russian art song composer, but he was one of these people who founded the whole genre, really. He combined classical music, and he was I think he went to Holland to study music, and he was very kind of very much in European, kind of absorbed in European musical culture too. So let's sing the tune together and then look at the text. It's interesting. It's simple, but it has a couple of interesting things about it. Here is our beautiful text. And by the way, there was a little extra line here in the sheet that I put on the website before today. So I changed it. There was an extra line that was spare. So delete it. Make sure you have the right file. La la la. La. Russian opera singers with classical kind of exaggerated operatic manner. You sing it going up. You'll find that a lot. Now, Barry, you commented about the previous song. Karl Marx, officially baptized as a Protestant, was said to be exhibited fairly clear and well-grounded knowledge of Christianity in school. Interesting. You know the joke about Karl Marx? A joke like Karl Marx goes to the library. No, these historians are trying to figure out where Karl Marx, kind of about Karl Marx and his education and his younger years, or maybe they're writing biography of him, and they go to the library where he used to study, and they say to the librarian, this old man comes out. He said he's been working there for like 60 years, and they say to him, "Sir, do you remember if this gentleman, Karl Marx, used to come and read. Yeah, yeah, I remember this guy. He came first thing in the morning. I'd come at 7 in the morning. He was queuing there like by the door, and I would leave and just, I'll be locking the door. I'd have to chase him out. He was always there, very quiet, very polite, very, very intelligent, asked really good questions. I wonder what happened to him. So I'm not very good at telling jokes, but here I am. So back to our Russian song, you know, Karl Marx, Russian music. This is pre-revolution, right? By the way, the Soviet Revolution, the Red Revolution, October 1917, Soviets tried to dismiss the genre, the whole genre of Russian art songs. They were a little bit too aristocratic, a little bit too kind of, you know, fancy for the working class, but they could not get rid of this genre. It's just so much loved by people. And this is an example of how folky, how simple, how connecting to just the general public it can be, if I may say so. So there's stuff in the chat. Yeah. I'm not good. Right. So let's look at this particular text. It's very simple. It's about love. And I do want to teach another Sing With Me session on the 14th of February and do it all about love, you know, love for God and love of people, of humans. But this one is also about love. Who would like to read us the Russian? Anyone? Come on.
I do.
Yes,
Can read
please.
it. Oh, okay, sorry.
I don't know. Who is that? I can't see.
Merci.
Yes.
Вдоль по улице метелица метет, за метельницей мой миленький идет. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. На твою ли на приятную красоту, на твое ли что на белое лицо, ты постой, постой. Красота твоя с ума меня свела и сушила добра молодца меня, молодца. Ты постой, постой, etc.
Красавица моя. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't know you spoke Russian so well. So
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. So down the street, there's a windstorm. It's Metelitsa is when a strong wind blows snow, and it's really snowy. Snow just kind of invades everything and covers everything. And behind that storm, there's this beloved. The guy is walking towards her. Oh, wait a little bit, he says to her, my lovely, my beautiful one, let me just, I can't have enough of looking at you. You're so beautiful. Interesting. It's all about, you know, her pale face being beautiful, and it's all about her physical beauty. And I guess now there'll be a lot of objection to that, I guess, amongst feminists. So, but this is how the song. Yeah.
Sorry, what about the eyes that give me hooks? What does that actually mean?
Let's see. Наглядеться на тебя. I actually dragged that that takes translation from internet. So. Наглядеться, let me have enough of looking at you. Right, where is the hooks?
On the second one, on your white face, your eyes that give me hooks.
Yeah, it's not an exact translation. I would like to look at your приятно красоту is your pleasant beauty. Приятно красота. Красота, красивый, красный. Remember we talked about this? Красная площадь, the red square in Moscow. Красная and красивая have the same root, and красная is red, but it's not red, it's beautiful. The red square is the beautiful square. It had the meaning of, it became red as like in red, instead of красная, красивая later on. So it's the red, the beautiful square.
Yeah, but then the next line.
The next line, at your pale, белая, it means really white face. At your pale, at your white face. So there is no hooks on the eyes. Okay. There were two translations, like attempting to be singable translations. Right. Now, I'd like to invite you all to sing this with me with text. Really simple, really kind of, you know, no mystery to this. I like you. You look gorgeous. I just love your looks, and you know, and all that. Nothing more complex to that. But we will look at the other text, at the previous text. This is kind of the final song we all know, but we will look at other texts also. So, all right, here we go. Вдоль по улице метелица метет, за метелицей мой миленький идет. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. Second verse. На твою ли на приятную красоту. No hooks here. На твое, что на белое лицо. The last two lines here, let's take you to music. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. Right, this is a little gem of a song. What do you think? Can you see why it was popular? It was sung by, like amateur singers in culture palaces, cultural houses, amateur concerts. My mother used to sing it. My grandfather used to sing it. Everyone sang it. It's not quite a folk song, but it has features of a folk song. It's square enough. It's minor and major, really easy. Lovely little thing, and it gives grounds to shine for trained singers. They'll go big note, and then радость на тебя, big note at the end as well. Lots of that in my ear. But I told you that it's a little bit more complex than that. I found out, not knowing, that the song goes. It's not just Alябiev who Varlamov, who published it in 1842. Here are his years of life, and this is Glebov, who is known for a few texts, but not much. He published lots of kind of simple texts, right? And Glebov, the poet, published his poem in 1817. And maybe like in 2 minutes, somebody could read us the Russian here. And do we have enough people who would read this and translate what this means and compare it to the poem that we just sung? Do we have anyone to do this?
I can read it, Polina, but I wouldn't be able to compare it.
All right, just read it, Justin. Yes, thank you.
Sorry, which verse do you want me to read?
All of it.
Скучно, матушка, мне сердцем жить одной, скучно, скучно, что не едет дорогой. Лучше выйду на крылечке постою, посмотрю, кто вдоль по улице прошел, посмотрю, не пролетит ли мой сокол. Сокол, да? Вдоль по улице Метелитса метет, а с Метелицей и милой мой идет. Машет издали мне ангельским платком, маленьким, ангел, аленьким платком. Подошедший говорит, он мне такой, тайком.
Secretly, he whispers to me. He says,
Тайна, да.
yeah.
Ах, постой, постой, любезная моя, дай мне радость наглядеться на тебя. С той поры, как разлучились мы с тобой, потерял ли я здоровье и покой. Друг сердечный, отвечала я ему, или ты смеешься горю моему,
Мгм.
такова ли я до сей поры была, таковою ли красавицей слыла, на лице поблекли алые
Polina.
цветы, поблекли, да,
Мгм.
алые цветы, без тебя, мой друг, лишилась красоты.
Thank you, Justin. So this poem, yeah, thank you, Justin. This poem is a bit more complex. So she says to her mother, the lady says to her mother, my life is full of longing here, living by myself, and I'm longing for my beloved. I would come to outside, come out, and I'll see. Maybe he will be passing by. Would he come back? My sakol is not an eagle; it's one of these birds. Maybe he'll come back. And along the street there is a snowstorm, and following the snowstorm comes my beloved, and that's the connection. The snowstorm. These two lines. Everything else is quite different. And he is waving to me with a red handkerchief and coming closer to me. He says, "Oh, my dear one, let me look at you." And this is also similar. Наглядеться на тебя. I want to look at you more and more. Since we parted, I've lost my sleep. I've lost my health. And then she responds to him, "Oh, my beloved, сердечный, my heart. Oh, my heart. Are you laughing at my grief? Wasn't I different before? Wasn't I a beauty before? My face has gone paler. The colors have gone away from my face. Without you, I have лишилась. My beauty has left me.
Deprived, or is it gone? Yeah.
Yeah, my beauty is dried out, is gone. So you see, it's deeper. We don't know why he went away, and he's pretending that he missed her or not. We don't know. But that's the poem that this is claimed to be the poem for the song. And Glebov, the poet, is mentioned. Varlamov wrote him as a poet, but there is only like 1 or 3 lines that are the same. Everything else is different. I don't want to bore you too much with this. I would like us to sing the 3rd verse together, and then I'll take you to the original music of the original folk song, which we do have as well. So I hope you remember the tune. Here is the 3rd verse of the known version, when he just talks about her beauty. Красота, your beauty, красота, red, beautiful. Let's go. Oh, I'm hearing you, Justin. I think you want to.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Right. Красота твоя с ума меня свела и сушила добра молодца меня. Ты постой. Радость на тебя. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться, радость на тебя. Obviously, Varlamov wanted a positive text, just about love. Now, here comes the song that, remember, poet Glebov published it in the beginning of the 1800s. I think it says 1820 something. But in 1780, there was a big collection of Russian folk songs transcribed, put to music, and by Ivan Pratch. Ivan Pratch was his name, and he decided to not just write down the music and publish the text, but he decided that it would be nice to popularize it by making it accessible to people who read music, who have education. So he wrote these little accompanying lines, and here comes the folk melody. Скучно мне молодой весною жить одной, скучно, вот того не идет ко мне милый. I think I messed it up a little bit, but I'll try it one more time. I don't know this. This is Old Russian. It's written with an old E, and it's written with hard ends. Where is it? Мне, you'll see it here in the text. You see there is these E's, and it has не идет here in the second line. Interesting spelling. It has a hard end here. S. Yeah, I'll try to read the folk music one more time. Скучно мне молодой видною жить одной, скучно, того не идет ко мне милой. Quite different. Completely different, I would say. Very much like Russian протяжные, lyrical, kind of stretched out songs. And here I won't torture you with asking, anyone to read this. This text, she says to mother, it's boring for me to live here on my own. My beloved is not coming back. I will come out of the house. I will look to all four sides of it. It's quite similar. It's also Sokol. He is my beautiful, eagle with his wings. He is not waving his wings, and I am here, a young lady, all in sadness. I will come outside of the new gate. We have a new gate here. I will look to the other side of the street, and he is not coming, my beloved. And как на улице метелица метет, за метелица мой милый друг идет. These are the lines that unite all these versions of the poem. The snowstorm is coming along the street, and my beloved follows that sunstorm. He is waving to me with that little handkerchief. Let me look at you. You are so beautiful. And now he says to her, you used to be famous for your beauty, and now you've gone so худа, бледна, you've gone so pale and skinny, thin, right? He left her, and he is complaining that he doesn't look as nice anymore. So as you can see, from 1780s, that song has gone through several twists, and now it's called a folk song quite a lot. People don't know that's Varlamov, and it's a folk song. So there. So why don't we sing it one more time together? What do you think? Now, if text is too much, la 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 with me, right? Here we go. So obviously not this one, but this one. Now, do you think you know the tune? So we can just look at text. Yes? No? I'd like to do this. Follow me, yeah? Actually, let's go a little bit lower. Вдоль по улице метелица метет, за метелицей мой миленький идет. Постой, постой. позволь наглядеться радостно тебя. Okay, such beauty. So here we go. That was interesting for me to prepare for this session. I hope it was interesting for you as well. Now, would you like to come to, yes, Sabine, you want to say
I
something?
have a little question. What's the meaning of the word idiot?
Idiot. Idiot
Yeah.
is walks, goes. Not to be confused with idiot, which is an idiot. It's completely different. Idiot, walks, goes, passes by. Right? Idiot. Okay. Any other questions, comments? Come on.
But did that song sound a bit like a Shardash? The rhythm of it.
Chardash, I don't know. There is a little bit of
It's
speeding
just
up.
the way it ends. It's well, only because I only know one Shardash, and it's that.
You know,
popular.
Tanya, it's such a common
And
ending for Russians.
same.
Such a common ending. It's just a quite a generic, I would say, an expected ending. So da 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 da, very kind of Slavic. Da, da, and you have the subdominant, a fourth here. Da 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 da. Very common ending. Expected, and after that you're supposed to go bravo, you know, da 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 da, right? Ticks all the boxes. So yes, Barry.
I just thought it was interesting that in the older version, the criticism is of her for becoming skinny and withered, and in order to make it a happier song, they made it the young man who has become withered and dried up because of his grief.
No, Barry, it's her. It's also her. It's a dialogue. He says in the both kind of two older texts. He actually says to her, but in the very old text, he says to her, "You've gone so skinny and pale." In the middle text, 1820s, right? Glebov text, Glebov's adaptation of the folk song. It's her saying, "I'm not as beautiful anymore. You are saying I'm beautiful, but I don't think I am. I've lost my beauty. Are you laughing at me?" So it has a shadow. Yeah, right? Interesting.
But in the latest version, isn't Isushila Dobra Moletsa?
Right. You're right.
The boy is the one who becomes withered.
He's all dried. Yes, he is. Right. Yeah, well noticed. Right. Good. Serves him right. Serves him right. Yeah, and of course, the newer text is, there's less kind of a, it's kind of happier, right? He's suffering. He's in love. He wants to look at her, you know. All right. Well, it's 1 minute past the hour. I hope that some of you will come to sing with me on the 14th of February. I know it's a tricky night. You may be going out. Yes, Leslie, you want to say something? You'll come?
Just goodbye. I got to go to a meeting, but
Right.
this was great.
Yes, go.
Bye.
Right. So I hope to see some of you there. And we'll sing about love, and that'll be fun. And it'll be, I think love really is worth singing about anytime, all the time. Thank you, and have a lovely rest of the week and the rest of the month, rest of the winter. Hopefully see you in February. Goodbye. Keep singing. Bye.
Thank you. Спасибо.
Спасибо. Thank you. Adank.
Adank.